Hi, everybody out there in YouTube. Okay, let me hide that so that goes away. All right, so this is day 2 of section 9.2. We're going to pick up where the last video left off. Yes, please stop crinkling your food. Thank you. Okay, so remember that we find a vertex by finding the axis of symmetry, then plugging it in. Yeah? Is everybody reminded of that? We find our axis of symmetry, and then we plug it in. Okay, so it's kind of like doing 2 problems in 1. So we did this problem on the last video, but we're going to do it again. A is 0.25, B is 2, C is 3, but we really don't need 3 just quite yet. We'll use that a little bit more tomorrow. The formula is x equals negative b divided by 2a. So therefore, we know that this is negative 2 divided by 2 times 0.25. So if I really am just kind of calculating it out, this is negative 2 divided by 0.5. I'll go to my calculator here. Negative 2 divided by 0.5 gets me negative 4. So x equals negative 4. Now, that's just half of my answer, right? Because the full answer is a coordinate. It's a location. Where is that vertex? Hey guys, what do I know about this parabola? What do I know about this parabola? What do I know about, Scotty, what do I know about this parabola? That it opens up. Good. That it opens up. So generally speaking, this looks like this, right? I am looking for this coordinate, that location, okay? I know it's got the x value of negative 4, but I don't know where the y value comes in yet. So let's do that. Let's figure out where the y value comes in. We have 0.25 times negative 4 squared plus 2 times negative 4 plus 3. So what am I doing here? I am plugging negative 4 back into the original equation, and I get out negative 1. And that's the location. That's my answer. Did I need my axis of symmetry? Not necessarily. That's not what I asked for. I just asked for the vertex. Okay. So let's try another one here. Now this is everybody now. We're picking up where we left off. So everybody should be doing this along with me. Okay, what do I know about this one? It's going to open downward, right? I know, generally speaking, that it goes like this. So I'm looking for that coordinate there, right? So first things first, I have to find the axis of symmetry. So, Jake. Shout out, Jake. Hope you're watching at home. What? Shout out, Ellie. Hope you're watching at home.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Abby, sorry, you're here today. Abby. Abby, what's my A value? Ooh, be careful.
3x.
Oh, no. Negative 3. What's my B value? And what's my C? Good. Okay, so the formula is x equals negative b. And again, I'm starting now to put the negative up in there, up in with the b. So 2 times a, right? Negative b over 2 times a, which is negative 6 divided by 2 times negative 3. So what is my axis of symmetry in this case? Noah? Positive 1, good. I would get negative 6 over negative 6, which reduces down into positive 1. Okay, so my question goes now to Grace. You weren't here yesterday, you don't know. Kenzie. You weren't here yesterday, you wouldn't know. Dylan, you were here yesterday. You should know. What do I do with that 1? Good. I plug it back in. So this turns now into y equals negative 3 times 1 squared plus 6 times 1 minus 7. So now this is, 1 squared is just 1. Negative 3 plus 6 times 1 is 6 minus 7. I can do this in my head. Negative 3 plus 6 is 3. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. So this full answer is 1 comma negative 4. The 1 goes there. The negative 4 goes there. That's my answer. Questions about that? The axis of symmetry is the x value, and then all you do is plug it into the equation. That's all I did with that 1. We should be okay with solving for the axis of symmetry. You should have done it on last night's homework. Again, I cannot remind you enough, You have to do the homework, and you have to do it fully. You can't just get to a problem and say, I don't know how to do this, I'm gonna bail. You can't do that. You have to work through it. You have to go back in your guided notes. You have to rewatch the video if you need to. That's why I'm making these videos, so that you can understand what's going on. Is that clear? Okay, let's take a look at C then. What's wrong? Okay. We should be doing this with me as I go. That's why I give you guided notes, so that you can write it. You don't have to write the original problem down. You can just keep going with me. Okay. All right. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at C. You got x squared minus 4x minus 10. Again, generally speaking, you don't have to do this, but this is pointing upward because A is positive. So I'm looking for the location, the minimum point, the vertex. Okay, so what's my, Rosie, what's my A, B, and C values? Good. Okay, formula is x equals negative b divided by 2a, right? Negative b divided by 2 times a. All right, so negative 4. What's going to happen if I write negative 4? Positive 4 divided by 2 times 1. What's going to happen if I write 2 times 1? It's just 2, right? So what's 4 divided by 2? 2. So I can right now go right ahead and say the location of the vertex is 2 comma something. Right? I just have to figure out what that something is. So the question again is now, either Maddie, what do I do with that 2? Plug it back in. Y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 10. You want to go back in your calculator. I like to use parentheses when I do this. Parenthesis 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 10 gets us negative 14. And that's my y value. 2 comma negative 14. That's the location of that vertex. So really, there's only one new thing that we added back on, right? You knew how to find the axis of symmetry. Now all we're doing is just plugging in the axis of symmetry to find the vertex. That's all we really have there. Okay. So let's take a look at the word problem. Now, there are a ton of application problems using quadratics. A lot of things are modeled by quadratics. Okay, quadratics is one of the most application-based things that we will learn this year. Okay, think of anything that you throw, right? Everybody watch my pen. Watch my pen. Watch my pen. I'm gonna throw it. Watch my pen. Watch this shape that this makes. Bro, what shape did it make in the air? A parabola.
Oh, nice.
It made a parabola, right? It made a parabola, right? Anything you throw, it's called projectile motion. Anything that you throw, toss, kick, hit, whatever, shapes like a parabola. Has that curve to it, okay? Take a look here. The graph f of x is equal to negative 0.06 x squared plus 0.6x plus 10.26 can be used to model the height in meters of an arch support. So think about a bridge, like an arched bridge. So here's some land here, here's some land here, and here's a bridge going across, and here is the arched support of the bridge. Pretty good diagram, don't you think? Take a look at this. Doesn't that look like a parabola? Wow. Whoa. Okay, so what they're saying is that somehow we came up with the equation. Now, how do you come up with the equation? That's for a little bit later on when you get into like Algebra 2 and stuff. How do you come up with that equation? We're not sure just quite yet. But here's the equation that models this arch support. What's this telling us? Whoa. What's this telling us? It's going to point downward, right? Okay. Now, I want to know, where the arch support enters the it's a water. Oops. So this must be water down here. Water. Here's a couple fishies. Right, there's water. Okay. Hey, whatever. I don't know. Okay. The distance in meters where the arch support enters the water. Can a sailboat that is 14 meters tall pass under the bridge? Okay, so here's my boat. I know, right? Here's my here's my boat.
That's a tiny boat. What is that gonna hold?
I don't know. Hey, perspective here. Maybe we're like really far away or something.
Yeah, I know. The horse might be-
Okay. Now, for the boat, quiet. How do I know whether it's going to go through? What do I need to calculate? I need to calculate this coordinate of the parabola to see how tall it is, right? What is that coordinate called? The vertex. Do we know how to calculate a vertex? Yes, we've just done it 3 times, so let's do it. Okay, so let's calculate the vertex. So the first thing that I need to do is identify A, B, and C values. A value is negative 0.06. B value is 0.6. Be careful there. And C value is 10.26. Okay, so X equals negative B over 2A. Broke my rule. I didn't write down the equation. Bad, Mr. Lambert. Negative 0.06 sorry. I said to be careful and I wasn't careful. Negative 0.6 divided by 2 times 0.06. Oop, I forgot something. That should be a negative 0.06 at the bottom. So we should get positive 5. X equals positive 5 when you run your calculation. Now, that's not the vertex. I need to figure out what the Y value of the vertex is, right? Because I want to know how tall that boat, if 14 meters is enough to go through. So this is 5 comma what? Well, let's put it into our equation. Negative 0.06 times 5 squared plus 0.6 times 5 plus 10.26. Okay, now, if this is more than 14 meters, my boat will fit through. Uh-oh. Will the boat fit? No. Right, this is 11.76 meters tall, right? My boat is 14 meters. I've only got a space there that's 11.76 meters. So will my boat pass through? No. The boat will not fit. Okay. Questions about that? There are going to be a lot of times when I calculate the vertex of a parabola during a word problem. Don't confuse this with it. We're still just doing that exact same process of finding the axis of symmetry and then plugging it in. All right. Hope we're all having a good day out there in YouTube world. So long.
Bye.